What's up, guys? It's Alexandria Pack. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, turn on all post notifications. Get out of my whole video, Belle. I haven't named my teddy bear yet, so I'm calling her Belle. um, I'm gonna tell you guys the first time that me and my best friend Jacob Dark Ninja gameplays. I'll put his oh my god, I can't even talk. His account in the description and below. So the first time I met him was when I was in 8th grade. I was 15, he was 14. And I wanted to do wrestling. So I did. And that's where I met him. Was at wrestling practice. And so we became friends. And then I did some things with makeup to him. He was young. He was so adorable when he was literally so little. He was like down to heel and to me. I was taller than him, but I don't know what happened. Now he's like up to heel. He's gigantic. He's tall. I was just fat shamed him when he's not even fat. I meant to say like he's like a giant to me, but I want to say gigantic. I'm sorry, Jacob, for almost fat shaming you for no reason. I still love you anyways. So we hung out for months. When we did wrestling, and then I went to ninth. He was in 7th grade. I was in 8th grade. I went to high school, 9th grade, and he went to 8th grade. He was still in middle school because he was still a child. I don't know why I'm saying that stuff. But in 9th grade, I moved back to my old school. And he never even knew about it. I basically didn't even tell him until I came back. We moved back to my old school in 9th grade. At the beginning of 9th grade, when they all decided we moved, got registered into that school and started in the middle of the school. Michaela Thuart was bullying me because it was in the middle of 9th grade. People will call her a bad name. Her last name bad, and an inappropriate name, which is kind of hilarious. But I went to that school. I met my teacher, Mrs. Elsa. Don't ask. But when I went into a little room, my best friends, we were friends then, but then they just decided to stop talking to me once I moved. My best friend, Zoe Jolly's, big brother, was in our room. He was upset, so I asked him what was the matter. He had a crush on me. And I was single anyways, but I didn't like him like that. I liked him as a friend. He asked if I could give him a hug. So I did. And he decided to slide his hands down and touch my butt. So I didn't say anything. I didn't push him away. I just let that happen. Because I didn't want to be rude. And I didn't know what to do. So I pulled up his arms and put them back on me. So after that, I went to Miss Elsa's class, and I was like, "Hey, can I talk to you?" And she said, "Yeah, what is it?" And I was like, "Can you talk in the hall?" Because we were still in the class. And she said, "Yeah." And I was like, I was a minor. He was like in his 20s. Well, he was older than me. Ooh. He grew up to me. But I don't think he knew what that was, so I didn't say anything. So I told Miss Elsa about it, that he touched my butt. That's what I said, because I didn't know what it was called until someone did it to me again. But I moved. Yeah, I moved, and I was. So I told Miss Elsa, and when we were playing tennis, I was with. I took. This was in 10th grade. No, I was in 9th grade when I had Miss Elsa, and 10th grade when I had Mr. Paul. His first name's Paul, but I call him Mr. Paul. So I would go to gym and I would do gym stuff and play. And then like a month later, we hit 10th grade. We started 10th grade. I started 10th grade at my old school. And then I got together with my boyfriend, Noah Scott, from that same school. Got together with him September 6th, 2018? I don't know. No. 2018, I would have been in. I'm confused now. Well, it was in either 2018 2019. So I got together with him. I don't even know much about this dude. Because we haven't even talked. We only hung out as friends. And then we started dating September 6th on my sister's birthday. And then a week later, we moved. Then, shit! Hi, Abs! What's wrong? Okay, back to the video. So a week later we moved, and Noah wrote me a card, which I don't have it. I don't even know where it went, but I would keep it. It made me cry when he gave it to me when I went there. It made me cry when we were moving. He literally went up to my car that I was in and told me to put, well, basically didn't tell me to put on the window because the window was already down. He came up to me and gave me the letter. I think, yeah, the card. And it had a heart, and it was like a goodbye letter. That made me so cry. It made me cry. My eyes are watering. But then we moved to Florida, where I went to Palaca High School. I met, I'm not being racist, so an African American guy. He had problems. He's gullible like me, but me and him dated, and then because he threatened me, so I would bite him. So I would basically abuse my boyfriend. But one day we were just hanging out, we were holding hands, and then the next day I went to school. My teacher, unknown, let's just say her name's unknown, told me I'm not allowed to sit by Eric anymore. And so I talked to her about it and said, why can't I sit with him? Oh, because he told me that you bit him. And I was like, I haven't even bit him in over 2 weeks. So she didn't believe me, obviously. Well, she actually technically did believe me, but she told me I'm not allowed to be near him ever again. And all through that day, everyone would just not sit with me, not talk to me, and I finally asked my crush, Larry. We don't talk anymore. We dated, but this was before we dated. And he said, everyone's not talking to you or eating with you is because Eric's telling them that you are a biter and that you bit him. And he told me that Eric told Larry that I bit him in the art room, and then he told Miss Harrison I bit him in her classroom, under the table. We were sitting under the table, we weren't doing anything. I would never do anything with that dude. So yeah. But then me and Larry got together March 12th. He broke up with me because I wouldn't get pregnant with his child. There's only a reason for that, because I was 16 and I would have gotten kicked out of my parents' house, and he would have just broke up with me after I got pregnant. So what's the point of getting a girl pregnant if you're just gonna break up with them? That's messed up. People do it all the time, and that pisses me off. There was food on my arm. So I went to Avon Park High School in Florida too. I met my new friends. Their names will stay unknown because I'm still friends with them. But I had a crush on this one kid. I thought he was older. Turns out he's a freshman? No. Sophomore. And 15 at this time. So I was surprised. I was like, wait, I thought you were a junior. No, I think he was a freshman. Yeah, he was a freshman. And I was like, I thought you were a sophomore. And he said, no. So I had a crush on a minor and I was 18. So yeah. I have a friend, I met them August 10th because that's when further school starts, August 10th, and main schools and other schools starts like at September something. But this was this little kid. He's a minor. He's cute. I'm not saying that as like boyfriend material. I'm saying he's kind of adorable because he's little. He was 14 at this time. And he had a major crush on me. So, one day, here comes this dude. I just started at school, and a week later I started dating this dude. Or 2 weeks later. But, his name's Logan Ash. And he came up to me during breakfast, because we were first to eat breakfast. Came up to me straight breakfast time. Hey, what's your types in boys? And I was like, boys with black and blue eyes, and blonde and brown eyes. And I was like, why? And he said, well, that's my type, and I like you. And I was like, okay. He didn't even ask me out, and he was like, I want you to be my girlfriend. And I was like, okay, ask me out. And then he asked me, would you be my girlfriend? We had so much in common, and I said yes. He straight up went up to me, asked me what's my type, and then asked me out. It was so funny. I liked him. But then, like, a month later, I dumped him because I found out shortly after he was moving to Orlando, Florida. He was just gonna move there without telling me. So he told me one day, and I cried all day and all night. And then, a couple of days, I've dated him. And then I called my friend Jasmine, which she doesn't talk to me anymore, so I'm using her name. And I said, I think I shouldn't gonna break up with Logan because he's moving. And I said I'll just date him for a couple more days. And she was like, no, you're telling him now. So she adds him to the call, and he answers. And I was like, she said, hey, Heidi has something to tell you. And he said, okay. And I was like, do I have to? And she said yes. So I was like, Logan, I'm breaking up with you. And he said, why? And I was like, because you're moving. And then he hangs up on me. He doesn't talk to me anymore at all. So then after that happened, because he moved, I was upset still because he moved. I got quarantined because I was exposed to COVID. It's so funny though. Um, I went up to a higher class because I was smarter than everyone else in that class. So I went to the sophomores, no, the seniors social studies class, which I was a junior because I was supposed to be a junior, but apparently I stayed back. I was supposed to be a senior, but apparently I stayed back. So I was a junior again, and I was ticked off. But that, that whole class got quarantined because a girl named Teresa, she's not my friend more because I yelled at Jasmine for just being a jerk, got COVID. This was last year. And yeah. So we were quarantined and they called my, oh shit. I'll do that later. My ladder's at 52, sorry, better wrap this up. So the teachers called, Mrs. Daly was an African American and she was racist. She would call all the white kids hard-headed. She was making kids want to die. Trigger warning, because she was being a jerk to me. I used one of those cotton rocks, twisted it, snapped it off, and I literally dragged it across my skin last year. And I still have a scar. Because it actually bled that time. But, so, I moved. They said if I get tested and I'm negative, I can come back the next day. And I was like, nope, I'm moving already, so bye, see ya. But before that, a month later, when I first started it, I was like, you guys, this school's gonna have a lockdown a month later after I move. The Monday after I moved, they had a lockdown. And I didn't have a dream about it. I just randomly said that for some reason. So I don't know. But then I moved, came back, and started school there. As a junior again. And then I went to Mrs. Peterson. She was the social worker. So I could just say, hi, I'm back and stuff. I see my friend Jacob. He had a mask on, but I recognized it from the eyes. And I was like, Jacob? He turns around to see who was calling. And I was like, Jacob, is that you? No. I said, Jacob? And he looks at me. And I was like, do you remember me? And he said, no. And I was like, do you remember me now? Because I took it off. And he said, Heidi, is that you? And I was like, yeah. We haven't seen each other since 8th grade. And then we got back to... We got reunited 2021 because 2020 was when they broke up with me August 12th, 7th. He broke up with me 5 days before our 6 months anniversary. Bull crap. That's bullshit. So we started hanging out. I started taking pictures of us so I could have memories, and just in case something happens, I could still have them on my phone. Like, if we stop being friends, I'll still keep them because I love Jacob with all my heart as a friend, and I don't want to lose him. But then we started hanging out. We hung out for 21 and 22 for a whole year, 2 years. But then I moved. Yeah, then I moved. I went to Job Corps in Bangor. Went to my biological dad's after I was kicked out of Job Corps. But me and him still stay in contact. And then I came back. And then I went to my mom's house, biological mom's house. She abandoned me, so I came back. And then I posted TikToks with Jacob on Facebook, and he was not too happy with that. So I deleted them, and I said I'm sorry for doing that. And yeah, I'm positive I deleted all the TikToks, but there's like so many videos. Just got a comment to do, so I still have to scroll down to check. So yeah. But me and him still stay in contact, and we might be inviting him soon after like his wrestling meet sometime to just hang out with me, because I haven't seen him in forever since I left. So yeah, but he will have to ask his mom and see if he's not busy. So that's the end of today's video. If you like content like this, please hit the subscribe button, turn on all post notifications, and smash the thumbs up button. Oh, I didn't tell you about the time when I dated a girl. And her name's Amy. I went, because I'm gullible, and I'm never doing this again. I will not listen to anyone ever again. But Amy was sleeping on the couch, and he was going to the bathroom, and I had to pee too. So they had 2 bathrooms. The funny thing is, this apartment is exactly like theirs. Well, it's not an apartment. This trailer is just like Amy's. But I went to go to the bathroom, and he said, "Hey, can you help me with something?" And I thought he needed help with something. So I went with him in his room. He shuts the door and locks it and touches me. Puts his arms... He's 65. Put his hands on my side and just dragged him down. And was touching my butt and tried to strip me. And if it wasn't for me yelling at him to leave me the F alone, I don't know what would have happened. He's a perv. He groped me, and he's a woman abuser. So I don't know why he did that. Because I look like the mom, Amy's mom, that died 2017 on Thanksgiving. Or he just is a molester or a rapist. Trigger warning, I should have said. So yeah, if it wasn't for me just yelling at him and told him to don't touch me, I don't know what would have happened. So yeah, I should have put that in in my story that I'm writing. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you like story times like this, please hit the subscribe button, turn on all post notifications, and smash the thumbs up button. And also, this is my new microphone. See? Beep beep. I need to shut off my Bluetooth. Hold on. It's a Bluetooth microphone with LED lights. That doesn't work anymore. There's a... That's the radio. But I think I have to connect it to my laptop. And here's a microphone. I can sound like a chipmunk. The logo audio will just make a feedback. See? Hi. Hi. I sound like a robot that time. Hi. Hi. That's the same thing, but it flashes. Literally. I can make 3 videos like this. But it's too loud, so I can't. Ow. So, I hope you enjoyed tonight's story time. If you enjoy videos like this, do all the stuff I said. And if you're new, hit the subscribe button, turn on all post notifications, and press the thumbs up button. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!